most of you that know me know I communicate with art, not so much with speaking. But the last 2 days, everything I tried to do for her, the painting I tried to make for this occasion, it just didn't seem good enough. I mean, there are no words to sum this or her up, but I didn't want to look back at this moment with any regrets, so I jotted some things down on the way over here. Just going to read them and do my best. I mean, she had loved red birds, especially ever since Josh died. Every time she saw one, she'd say it was him. So I tried to paint her a red bird. In fact, I was painting 2 red birds to symbolize her and Josh, that now they were together. It didn't work out so well, so I was looking through all the things from her, all the cards, all the letters she had sent me, and I found a Hallmark card with a red bird on the front of it. And I opened it up and inside it said, "Just save this bird. Save the bird on the front." That was all the card said. So I cut the bird out and I saved it. I think it's gonna go to rest with her and my brother forever. I think that's what she meant. So the whole time I'm trying to do this, this piece of art, like I catch myself saying, one last painting for Mom. I mean, she was the absolute best example of what a mother truly should be. For me and Josh, she was our biggest fan and supporter. Anything we did, from the macaroni noodle hearts we made in kindergarten, which were horrible. She said that was the best stuff in the world. I could draw a stick figure and she would frame it and hang it on the wall. It's probably still there. Dad will probably find this stuff when he goes to clean her bedroom. She's been cleaning that house forever. She was cleaning that house up until the very last moment. But every time me and Josh did anything, she was so proud. And often she would cry. And we learned to take that as a compliment. We knew if we could make Mom cry, we did something good. And I think that was just her way of showing that she cared, that she was really proud of us. So there isn't one last painting for me, because everything I've ever done, everything I will ever do, has been and will be for her, to make her proud. As long as my mom liked what I did, I could care less what anyone else thought. She always accepted me for me. So since I couldn't come up with a piece of art for this occasion, these words will have to do. When my brother Josh died unexpectedly over 4 years ago, I did not handle that well. Me and him hadn't spoken often enough. We were each going through our own personal things, and there's a lot of regret tied to that. Ever since that day, I made it a point not to go without calling her at least every other day, to tell her I loved her as much as possible, just in case something like this happened again. And it did. And even though you're never ready, I have no regrets, because we had just talked on Sunday. We had talked about if there were any stray cats coming around, trying to get Miss Kitty's cat food. How many loaves of Amish friendship bread she was going to make this year. If you know anything about that bread, she could have taken over the world with that stuff. Then she went on to gripe about Dad. This time he was chopping firewood one-handed. His glasses almost fell off his face, and he used the axe to put them back on. Then he almost fell. She griped about that. But then I told her I loved her. She thanked me for calling. That was the last time I talked to her, and she did not. Apparently her arm was in a sling She had been to the hospital. She said nothing about it. And that was who she was. She put everyone and everything before herself. The last few years, I've wanted nothing more than to get back home so I could prove to her and Dad that I could be the son they needed, to help them out with the things that they needed as they got older, to be strong for them when they needed. And even though I'm not able to do that with her, she knew I was going to be all right. A lot of this has to do with the place I've been at the past 4 years. A place that has given me countless opportunities to grow as a person and developed into a better person. I don't know exactly what these changes are, but if Mom could see them, then it must be true. So the people of the Rusk County Jail know that she loved each and every one of you, and she is eternally grateful for you giving me a second chance at life. Beyond that, everyone in this room know that she loved each and every one of you. She put others first in her life. She did for others before she ever did anything for herself. She prayed about everything and for everyone. As a kid, every time I had a question about life or any sort of problem, she gave me the same answer. Just pray about it. Just pray about it, Johnny. But Mom, you can't pray about everything. Yes, you can, Johnny. She was right. I can remember she used to pray for the lights to turn green. Among other things. So I challenge everyone in this room to keep her memory alive by striving to be more like her. Selflessness, absolute love, and forgiveness. The world would be such a better place. So thank you, Mom, for allowing me to be your son.